All right. So I'm gonna walk you through the trade that I took last night in Asia session, and then trade I just took now in Asia session. Asia session. So basically, I want to say when I see like I can just tell this like took these relative equal lows, and I got to this late. It ran the buy side here, then it came down, and then it dropped right here. So this is the market structure shift, and because it's so violent, like you can see that like it broke through it aggressively. Had it been like a little wick, I would have waited a little bit more. But when you see displacement like this, like it has somewhere to be, and you want to see like these gaps left open right there. So this is just working off the 1 minute chart. Uh, it then came down here, and this is an order block, this green candle, and then it's validated when you have this candle here. And so I was late. I forgot when I signed in, but I saw this order block, and then there was this order block right here. And then based off of this order block, I wanted to see price stay in the lower half of this. So all these other order blocks, because it's like if you're going down, up candles are your order blocks, and if you're going up, your down candles are the order block. So 1 minute, I want to see this order block be respected. I'm looking for 24,958 down here, right? So I got in, what is this, 987? So yeah, I'm inside of this order block, 24,987. Yeah, so that's up here. So then it pierces this, goes to halfway, turns over. Then I added, why did I add here? 24,975, 25. I want to say 975, 24,979. Why am I? Okay, so then I think because it was pushing lower, is that what this is? Hold on. It might be this. Okay, yeah. So then I saw this order block here, and I used that as my second entry. As you can see, it kept pulling back. But the thing about it is, I'm sorry, this isn't Asia. This is pre-market. But what ends up happening here is that it still respects the mean threshold of this order block here. And while it colored outside the lines on this SIBI, you really get, as ICT says, you get three PD arrays, and then the next one is your ass. And so it respected this order block. SIBI, quote unquote, held. And then eventually, since it was outside of a macro, this is the macro right here at 50. But as you can see, went up, 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 and then it turned over, and that gave me the 600 for today. So I'll erase this now. That's that trade, and then I'll shoot over to what I just did now with Asia. So with Asia, you know, ran up, big drop down, as you can see here. So now I'm looking for continue. Ah, goodness. Okay, so now I'm looking for the continuation. So takes this out, keeps going, rips through this sell side, hit this sell side right here. Now, what you want to see, and kind of how like it's been explained to me, is when it rips through these, you want to see momentum on it, and it looks like it's dumping. So I might actually flip over to my other account, see if I can continue to catch a short. So it pulled up and it drops through here. I see this fair value gap, and I get in, what is that, 24,750? Oh yeah, so I definitely market ordered on this. I thought I was being fancy. Stupidity. And I entered in on two, which I should have just waited. And this is part of like my thing. Like I need to do better with patience and waiting because it came back. I could have been out of this trade way sooner. I would not have had to wait on all the way until over here. Because had I just waited, you get the entry on this SIBI right here, pushes down. As you can see, no other candles even retouch this. So no, this is your entry right here. Could have limit ordered in right there. It pushes down. You then have this is the so this whole entire these three candles, that's an order block, and I used the bodies, and so I just took the lowest order block because you want the most ideal entry, and I then but this isn't an order block until you get a wick below it. It just has to be a wick, just one tick below it. Changes that to the order block, and then from there. Now, for myself, I like to wait until it's out of it and it comes back and touches it. So that's why you can see here 756.25. So that's like a tick above this, and then I entered another one here so that I could hit the 600 before getting down here to 27.40. It basically turned into an 8-handle trade, and I had my stop up here just because when you get in on the SIBIs, and technically it should have been up here. This is where the stop should be. It's on the third candle of the of what creates your gap. So stop was up there and was risking about 1100 to make 600. And so stop was up here, gives the play enough time to breathe because Asia can get kind of funky and it can spike back up. I want to say, like, if you look at the 30-second, I mean, it's just holes everywhere. Like this right here from this candle to this candle, it just opens up way below it. But that's why, it's better to trade off the 1 minute. But yeah, no, it dropped down, came back, gave me another entry, turned over, and then boom, got me out. So that being this, I wanted to jump over to what happened this afternoon and kind of let you know how I would have approached it. So you have okay, so I'm just gonna mark off the session right here. So this is PM session, and granted, this is looking back, but I would tell you like the stupid stuff I would have done or not. So this is AM low. Okay, so this is all I would have needed. So I have the AM low, and so price then comes. So like you get this big drop right here, right? So then you enter into the macro for the PM session. So from here, the first attempt I might have done with this just because this candle right here was so aggressive, I probably would have risked it and used this. Since we took a session low, I treat those a little bit more highly with more priority than, let's say, just one of the a minor. Like if it just ran this right here, for example, or this right here, I would treat those with less priority than running a session low. So looking at that, I would just use this as first attempt. Now, me being greedy, I know I would have looked at this and I would have tried to go up here for this. I would have tried to go up here for this, and so I would have used this as the order block, pulls back, hits this, and then I would be targeting this up here, because this would crap. So this would be my target up here. Admittedly, let's see, if I go off this, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be out of this because even if I was just looking for the like $1,000 run, right? pretty much get that. It's wiki, as you can see, but it gets the job done, and you could be in and out if you got in here 8 minutes. But since I'm actually looking for just 37 and a half handles, and I think I would go a tip more just so I can get the clean 75, then it goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. So you're looking at I'm sorry, 5 minutes. Between 5 to 8 minutes, if you're trading one NQ, then you're looking at seven. I think, yeah, 750 versus a grand. If I didn't catch that one, then I would have looked right here for this, because then I'd take this one off. I know that there's sell side here. Now I then throw on. Okay, so we run the buy side here. You also have this gap here. So I probably wouldn't have entered in on this gap. This would just be because my confidence just isn't there yet for this play, because my luck would be, because I'm so focused on this right here, my thinking would be it's going to get through this and then punch through it. So I wouldn't go short immediately. I personally, if I'm looking for it to retrace back down here, I would wait. I would have waited until it got below this. This would have been my entry here. And I'm sure this looks different on the 30-second. So if it would have got, because this right here, like I would be looking for this to hold. And so we can punch through this gap here so I can get this. To see it flip over and then come back, I would then take this as a short, and I would say like, okay, it's not going for this, and I would take this risk, and I would have set my stop probably around like $600. So whatever, 956. It would have been 56 to like 96. I believe that would be. Hold on, let me see if I can put on one. So if I would have gotten in here and I would have risked the 600. Okay, so yeah, I would have been wrong. It's 79. That's my fault. So then I would have risked the I would have gotten in on this gap here, and my target would have been right. Oh my gosh, I can't. Right there. So basically, it would have came. I would have gotten in on this candle here because it would have wicked. This is where my limit order would have been set. Then it would have had 1, 2. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I'd be thinking, "Damn, why didn't I use this one right here?" But once I see like it wick and come back down, all these bodies are staying in the lower half. That would be more confidence for me. I might have just added again, because then I only have to get to right here because I'm impatient. But that means this goes to 1200, and I probably would have like moved this down some, because I don't want to risk the full amount. But as you can see, it would, it hits up in here multiple times and then drops through right there. Now, had I been patient and not done that, well then, you're in this. What is this? Yeah, 13 minutes inside the macro. So those are two opportunities for the 600. Then let's say if that didn't work, and that's targeting this comes back, hits the order block. This would have just been playing ping pong, and if I'm getting like frustrated, then I know I would have been messing all this up. But looking at it with like fresh eyes and kind of hindsight, I see it take the sell side, goes up. I would look for this to continue lower to take down here. Instead, if I see this right here, this is my model. So now I'm looking at this gap here for this is the 2022 BISI. At this point, I'm like, damn, if I had just stayed bullish, I could have caught this fair value gap here, the inversion fair value gap. My trade is amazing, so much easier. I would just hold on. Let me. Oh, cause the since price is moving, I can be like, oh, my trade's amazing. I do my 30. Hold on, let me make sure I'm doing this right. So if I set that for 2,500, it just needs to get to, yeah, 30 handles. Okay, so I would just be like, oh my gosh, I get in on the inversion fair value gap right here on this candle at 215, and then it rallies, boom, get that. Instead, I probably would have waited until here, and I would have just taken this entry on this candle where it wicks back into this gap, climbs out. And this is the PM session. I know you said, and then there's a couple other ones because I can even see this one right here. Like this just did the market structure shift here for this, and then if we just drag this over here, we get this and this. Does this yield 30? Because this one I probably would just be like experiment. I don't know if this one actually gives me 30. Yeah, barely does it. This one probably would have pissed me off because I've been like, damn it. I get out, yeah, and then if I was like holding, and let's say I market ordered into this one, I just got my face ripped off. And let's see. Okay. Because, yeah, at this point, now, this is where you were talking about you were in power hour. So your window is from here to here and then here to here. So I see this. It takes the sell side right here. If you had went short right here, best to get out because, it rips against you. So from here, I would just be looking. If it's going to reverse, I'm looking at this right here because this is, low-hanging fruit depending on, that's like the top of the leg down. I would have been looking like, okay, is it going to go take this here? Because now it's just like it's between two of them, and I don't really know where it's going to go. So I'm like, okay, is it going to head lower? Because we also could have taken this right here. So I'm like, all right, is it going to go lower, take this, and then this, or is it going to reverse back up? It decides to reverse back up. So for me on this, I can't use this yet because this has not flipped to an inversion gap for me yet. This, I wouldn't even use this gap until after this candle. So this gap would have been fucking useless. What I would have looked for though is, okay, it swept the sell side, raised the sell side here. And so we got that. And then we get this wick above right here. And so I'd be like, okay, well, I would have preferred the body to close. I would have taken a shot here just because it is the model and it like inside of this macro reacted aggressively. At this point, I would feel like it didn't make a lower low, so it might be reversing, but I would then take from here. This would be first entry, early entry. On that would have been the BISI. Then you have this order block because remember this wicked above, so I have this order block here which held price up, and then you have this BISI right here, and then takes off from there. You get, how far was this? Yeah, that's roughly 40. You get that. Other option for this, if you just wanted to like scalp, it's heading up, it's heading towards this, and then you just take this small gap right here, put on, I don't know how many contracts you would put on, but even if you just did one contract and you take it to here, that's $400. So that's what I would do. Hope it helps, and I'll talk to you again soon.